When your sister broke up with me, it hurt.
At first glance, it looked simple. A pregnancy scare, a sudden panic, and Chloe sprinting out of Connor's life like someone hit fast forward. But if you follow the breadcrumbs from the previous episodes, her exit makes a lot more sense. And honestly, it becomes one of the saddest, most human moments in the entire story. Let's pull the curtain back slowly. 1. The pregnancy scare didn't just frighten her, it revealed a future she never wanted. In the episode before the breakup, the Goddess of the Music Store one, we got our first hint that Chloe is not built for chaos. She likes control, she likes her life planned out, and she likes things predictable. That's not a flaw, that's just who she is. Meanwhile, Connor is the opposite. He's all impulse, emotion, daydreams, art, beautiful qualities, but terrifying to someone clinging to stability. So when the pregnancy scare hit, Chloe didn't just think, oh no, what if I'm pregnant? She thought, this is my life if I stay with Connor. Panic today, panic tomorrow. The scare wasn't the problem. It exposed the mismatch. It was like shining a flashlight into a dark hallway she was afraid to walk down. 2. Connor's emotional fragility scared her more than the pregnancy itself. Let's look at earlier breadcrumbs, especially Season 1's road trip episode. Connor carries emotional weight like wet cement. He's fragile in ways he doesn't fully understand yet. Chloe saw that up close. She saw how deeply he absorbed his dad's disappointment. She saw how he panics when life surprises him. She saw how quickly he spirals when things go wrong. So imagine her thoughts after imagining being a mother. What if I'm raising a baby and holding Connor together at the same time? It wasn't just fear. It was responsibility overload. She didn't see herself as his partner. She saw herself becoming his life jacket.
Relax, I'm great at this. My other boyfriend's mom loves me.
And no one wants to sign up for that at the age they're still figuring themselves out. The breakup wasn't cruelty. It was Chloe realizing they weren't growing at the same speed. 3. Connor's identity crisis was already building. She just didn't want to be in the blast radius. Episode 6 reveals something important. Connor is on the edge of an identity breakthrough. But from Chloe's point of view, he looked like a guy. Unsure of who he is, unsure of what he wants, unsure of where he fits in life. Living at home, jobless, struggling creatively, and emotionally dependent. A relationship can survive many things, but not confusion stacked on confusion. Chloe didn't want to become a, quote, placeholder girlfriend, the person someone dates while figuring out who they are. She didn't want to be the practice round. And deep down, she saw that Connor was heading toward a big transformation, the kind that rewires a person. And she didn't want to be the one who got hurt during the remodeling. 4. The privacy violation scene explained everything, one of the hidden clues from the previous episode. When Connor's mom barges into his room and treats him like a child, you can see it on Connor's face. He feels small. Chloe felt that too. She wasn't just dating Connor, she was dating a man trapped in a house that treats him like a teenager. Chloe didn't see a partner ready for adulthood. She saw someone still caught in a childhood dynamic. And the pregnancy scare forced her to ask, do I want to raise a baby with someone who still feels like a kid inside his own home? That question was a deal breaker. 5. Chloe left because she cared, not because she didn't. Here's the part no one talks about. Chloe didn't run because she didn't like Connor. She ran because she did like him, and she knew she wasn't the person who could support him through the emotional storm he was, and still is, entering. Breaking up wasn't a rejection. It was her honesty. She saw that Connor was about to confront his artistic purpose. His loneliness, his low self-worth, his fear of failure, his family cracks, his need for independence. That's a hero's journey, and she didn't want to be the distraction that kept him from starting it. In a strange way, she gave him the push his life needed, and look how he responded. He poured everything into his music. He wrote, "Do the axolotl." Dr. Demento himself listened to the tape. Connor's spark finally ignited her leaving, woke up the version of Connor we've been waiting for since Season 1. Sometimes heartbreak doesn't kill the story. Sometimes it begins it.